Uh, uh,
There she is.
huh? Oh, Yaiyo! Hiyo! Yaiyo!
Hey, you look like you're doing great today.
Uh, I'm faking it. I've been screaming so people leave me alone.
Yeah, fair. Entirely fair, honestly. I'm ducking in here for a sec because I have too much work and too many people bothering me about it right now, so...
Yeah, you found a real, you found a real anti-magnet here.
I struggle to communicate exactly how that made me feel. Many sorts of ways. However, she is, unfortunately, correct.
Hey, okay, sit down anywhere.
Okay. I'm gonna choose this pile of rags back here.
Okay. Oh, God. I got a little bit of a headache. What? I'll get over it. I spun around my small little chair to face my companion and turned, leaned a bit, and smiled. What you working on?
Well, okay. So, best way to put it is I have some... feels wrong to call it overflow. I've got stuff right here. I thunked down a large container of papers down on the floor in front of me that I'm supposed to be sorting, but it's been decided, at least for the moment, that that more practical concerns related to food consumption and the like should be prioritized. As a result, I have snuck away with my documents, and I genuinely also thought they might interest you.
Oh? Well, how so? Come on, show me.
I didn't exactly want to admit it, but I might have had an ulterior motive with this. Trying to make it all businesslike, getting away from the struggle, etc. would set the pressure relatively low, but when it comes to our village's storyteller, I did have an interest in maybe impressing her, and the tales contained therein were, yeah, they were impressive. So, at the very least, here are the tales of other Galoins presented for the consumption of our storyteller.
Whoa! Impressive. Hey, isn't that one of those learning sheets?
Hey.
What? Yeah, your baby brother get some learning sheets on your papers?
I mean, yeah, like okay. So, categorically speaking, I searched for an excuse, any sort of an excuse. I just found it adorable that that one of these tales was submitted along with all of the other ones. Something deeply charming about the brushwork, the way it was laid out. Listen, storytellers have to start at some point, right?
Yeah. Aw, Anusatsa's getting into so much trouble. All the little ones have their own little special way of writing.
Yeah, I mean, like, character really clearly shines through. I scratched the side of my face.
All right. This is good. This counts. I like it.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Cool. Met your approval?
Yes. Start away.
Okay. Golo, Kenyats. For today's exercise, please write your name and greet the others. Guitar, everyone. I'm Karata.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I can see the stinky lines.
Sorry, keep going.
Golo, I held the paper up to my face, squinting hard. What does that say? Can you read it?
Dusseropt? Sissinopt?
Sissinopt, have you been doing your writing practice? Meet me after class for some extra lessons. If you have time for name calling, you have time for more homework. How do you pronounce this?
Anusatsat.
It's Anusatsat.
Yeah. Say, you have, you must have never done a little exercise that the kids in the learning. You're having trouble reading them.
Well, there it is, big at the bottom. Anusatsat. Leave some space for the others too. Where's the greeting, Kenyan? It's simply stated.
I wasn't cheating by looking there. Come on. Golo Golo, I am a Benesak. Good, but try to separate the letters more, okay? Okay, miss.
And then the most important clear part of this entire thing in the far lower right.
Fishing.
Yeah.
It seems our Kenyats still have so much artistic ability. I'm shocked.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. Listen, it's fun, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's an yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like in a way it's all one big Mendatot if you think about it that way.
I guess. Yeah. It's our learning process. Like, it's how everybody. I remember when I was that age.
Oh, you do.
You probably do too, right? You've probably got sheets like that scattered all around this house.
Yeah, my writing was super small. I was so shy.
Really?
Yeah, I was super shy.
Really?
Yeah. People change, you know.
I think you're still shy, actually, all things considered.
Whatever. Just put it aside. We're done.
Okay, you pick up the next one then.
Oh, is that Oh, it's a music sheet. Can you read these?
Absolutely not.
Oh, well, it would be a bit tough to really show it how it is, but here, let me see. I looked through, sort of trying to do my best to explain the process as I could. Left home lament. Well, a little spoken poetry could still give it some work, don't you think?
Yeah. Okay, Master Poet, take it away.
Kravak, Kravak. I hear the boomins say, what the fuck does luck have to do with any of this? I hear them say every day, then they blow you away with a boom that makes them worse than anything else. Every day that nightmare stays with me till I hear Golo Golo again from you, but I can't do anything more to see you safe but say Kravak. Take all my luck, I would rather see misfortune stay so the nightmare passes instead. It's Gwal for me at best until you're back. Kravak, 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 Kravak. That was a nice little artistic flair at the end.
That was.
They were crying.
There's clearly deep amounts of anguish there, but yeah, I will admit, nice amounts of flair.
I don't think I got that quite right. I'm still a little. But that was good. It gave me Gwal.
Yeah. A lot of pain, a lot of sadness there. Definitely good.
Actually good.
Listen, I don't know. There's something beautiful that can be contained exclusively in music.
Yeah, like my beautiful voice.
Yeah. And yes. Technically correct. Okay. Next up. Hold on. I'm gonna pick from the pile.
Okay.
Next up. Ooh, okay. This one's personally kind of interesting to me, my entire situation. This is the Journal of an Unknown Aria.
Oh. You want to read it then?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I do. I do.
I will sit quietly and listen.
Ah. Journal of an Unknown Aurea. All my life has been spent in the dungeon. When I was young, my grandfather told me stories of before the dungeon. He described our people as, help me pronounce this one, Oilithri Oga. Meaning of
Oilithri
those
Oga.
words has been lost. But my Aurea told me that we traveled far and wide till settling here. So I suppose the closest translation would be similar to traveling Kinyat, and yet it still pains me to never know his language. Me and the other Kinyat would often discuss our Aureas and their scoldings. We had no need to learn the traditions. We already knew it, and in the mountain, we were all safe. We believed we had plenty of time to learn our histories and traditions. We knew Galoins kept our life journals, and books like the Huma kept Cthulwho. The Lich never warned us the Huma found precious gems in the mountain. When the Huma raided our village and butchered our elders, and when they found nothing but stored life journals and records in our treasury, I lost my grandfather and my heritage in one single burning that day. I was able to save my grandfather's life journal, and yet I'll never know what he wrote in there. The Galoin that was preserved is all what my little generation knows. Mixed with slang we spoke as Kinyat and the common language the Huma speak is all we could learn. Now that I've grown and old, I look down at the Kinyat of today and I fear. I fear so much that what has happened to me will happen to them. The death of the Galoin will not happen when our bodies stop working. I'm certain our death will be when ink no longer wets our pages. I'm certain this fear will stay with me, but all I can do is look onward and pray that this will pass. It's a shockingly common fear, to be honest. Like, I think anybody that looks down at,
Yeah. Oh. The death of the Galoin will not happen with our bodies stop working. I am certain our death will be when ink no longer wets our pages. That is a wonderful note. I think I've seen it respected 100 times within the pages.
I think it's, but like also similarly, I want to point out those words, the original ones spoken. You had some base familiarity with them, right? Like this. Even if the language is gone, even if parts of it are gone, they still like live on something storyteller something.
Storyteller something.
I saw you starting to get sad.
Okay, fine.
Your smile faded for a second there.
Yaiyo. How do I say it? Thank you. That's one thing. But it's not just a sadness. There is a melancholy, I suppose, to it. One of the highest flavored bits of sadness. Sometimes you want to feel it, even for just a moment. That's why you can find joy in reading something like this.
I guess, yeah, you're right. It moved me.
Yeah. It's interesting, too. How many of these old texts, I suppose, contradict each other. So many of our Aurea writing in their older age after skipping for so long on it means that so many facts are mixed up, lost, confused. But so many things unified, I suppose, are the true feelings they felt. Yet again, the ink wetting their pages. If you overlay all the pages on top of each other like a big mess, some words will be exactly the same at the exactly same places. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I can't help but register a specific, waiting until old age to start writing, huh?
I moved over and I started pulling at her ears beneath the robes for a bit, making the face.
Okay, the smile's back, the laughter's back, the melancholy's gone, I miss it.
Aw, yeah, I bet you do.
Okay.
Here, I'll bring it right back for you.
Yeah, you read the next one. Get sad again.
I had stealthily grabbed a back one in order to read. I noticed one, but I'm actually going out of order because I saw a poem. I'm stealing the poem, Yaiyo. It's mine.
Okay, I'm just happy you're happy.
Thank you. All right. This one. Interesting. Simply titled, A Glowing Poem. Guitar, he said, a quiet sound, echoing upon this quiet mound. Guitar, he said, a single word. Within my heart it stirred. Boomies, a shout of hate and fear, arrows rain, striking clear. Boomies, a shout, and they were dead, yet theirs were not the only bled. Guitar, he said, a quiet sound, forever to my heart it's bound. Guitar, he said, a single word, never again will it be heard. It will pass, they claimed, a simple lie, for this pain shan't ever die. It will pass, they claimed, upon his grave, but my beloved's touch I crave. Feeling the melancholy sticking again?
Yep. As effectively as before.
I almost think the part that really, a glowing poem, suppose it is a very popular story, isn't it? But so elegantly displayed as well.
Yeah. I was about to say popular or common.
Oh, well, I guess there would be a pretty big difference. I don't, yeah. Common, yes. No, not popular.
I scratched the side of my head, hat slowly shifting to the side, almost as if my fingers could bore the poem's deeper meaning into my head, make me realize, live in it a little bit more.
You read a lot of these kind of things daily, don't you?
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Never, usually they're registered as, reports. This isn't the type of thing that somebody usually writes for themselves, you know?
I think something like this is sort of written for the self. It's... I think it's a fun part of poetry. An expression of the self and something you can't really quite put to words, but it's still meant to communicate with others. So, I like it. I like it a lot. I very much enjoy its simple title, almost titleless, honestly. And beyond that, I just love the way it flows. It sounds so nice spoken aloud.
From my reading, it's very empathetic with something that is unfortunately all too common. So yeah, I like it, I guess, even if it makes me sad, whatever. Okay.
Well, hey, you know what? That's fine. In fact, I'm glad. I respect your thesis on it. All right. Well, I read something sad, so you're gonna read something sad.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Fine. Okay.
All right. You know what?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. We'll keep reading until something doesn't make us sad.
Okay. Picking up the next one. This one is also similarly an account. This one's again. I picked it up because of family. Okay. I reached down and picked up again another similar account. A tale that once took place in this village. I pulled it up, looked down, and began to intone. A time ago, my brother and I were together living our lives in the mountains with the others. I would be wandering the village, fixing and maintaining, while my brother would be sharpening weapons as he kept watch around the village. Then, he was needed. He was needed to protect, but when I think about it, what was he protecting? I remember the time before he left. I did not know it at the time, but I remember the both of us were sitting together, reminiscing about the time before. We laughed and forgave the mistakes that we'd made. The air felt bittersweet, as memories tended to be. Now I know that it was him saying farewell. It was him making sure that our memories stayed strong. I still wait for his return. I still watch where he marched on, his back to me, in the hopes that I will see him come back through. I know that he won't. I know that he's gone. My mind knows, but my heart refuses to believe. It stays with me. It will pass.
You know,
Ow.
that must hit extra hard for you since you have a brother, right?
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Well, if I may speak qualitatively, I do think it's interesting. There's quite a lot of repetition within sentences, lines, and otherwise within this story.
Yeah.
It gives the feeling of someone who is struggling to come up with the next word, as if they are entrenched in doubt and sadness.
Emphasis. It's
Emphasis.
Just, it emphasizes the pain
Emphasis
points.
and repetition, and not obsession, but an inability to pass.
Like the last line is almost a regret.
It's a paradox in a way, too.
It's a regret and also a prayer at the same time.
Yeah, like that.
A curse and a prayer. Yeah, that seems right.
You're getting pretty good at this whole
No, I'm not.
theorizing thing. Now you are. Come on.
Under no circumstances, I am not getting good at this. It just, I pulled my hat down, eager to cover up what little of my face showed. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
It's the material inspiring me. It hurts. Yeah, it hurts.
All right, let's see. Let's take the next one. Let's see if it keeps hurting. I ripped the page up. Once more, appreciating having an audience for a moment, I pulled out and noticed the title, Ruby Grape. Have you ever heard of the legendary ruby grapes? Their name doesn't just refer to their color. The fruit of these plants is such a glimmer that they look just like precious stones set in vines. Nevertheless, their true value lies in the marvelous wine that can be made from them. Presumably, it tastes even better than the great Jim Hwal. Maybe. It is said that long ago wars were fought between mighty kingdoms in an attempt to monopolize this precious drink. As a result, the plants were destroyed and are now thought to have gone extinct, assuming one believes they were real to begin with. However, I have heard whispers that one such plant exists somewhere deep within the dungeon. It's nothing sure, not something written about in a life book. It's just something I happened to overhear. Should you perchance find it, beware the plant's leaves and vines, as touching them is not only painful, but shortly after contacting the body becomes paralyzed. The effect doesn't last long, however. Combined with another danger lurking nearby, it could spell your doom. But you see, the plant has its own guardians. Lizard-shaped chickens, some boomin' call them, whatever that means. These creatures enjoy eating the ruby grapefruit and any flesh that happens to come near it. I am sure now you can see why touching the plant carelessly could be so dangerous. It is told they always lurk near their precious plant, ready to devour anyone who approaches it. They are patient hunters, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Oh, and their attacks are ferocious indeed. They charge at their chosen victim at lightning-fast speeds, ramming them, then they proceed to rip at their target apart with their sharp talons and razor-like teeth. And don't think it'll be easy to kill them with weapons of steel. Their scales are rumored to be almost impossible to pierce. The underbelly is soft, supposedly, but good luck hitting it when it's charging headfirst towards you. Well, it is probably just a fairy tale anyway. But if you find one, well, you'll let me know, okay?
Okay. You know?
Well, that actually makes me curious. This feels like a merchant story.
Okay, so we ended off on the note that maybe interested me personally.
Yeah.
The account is compelling. The subject is interesting. The writing is eloquent. The goal is obvious. The danger is even more so. Come on.
You want to go look for the ruby grape now, don't you?
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't go looking too hard. I don't quite know what the ruby grape. Maybe this is real. Maybe it is within the dungeon or not. But if you want a little hint,
Yeah.
I shifted forward a little bit. I know what they're talking about. About those little lizard chickens.
What? Really? What?
They're real.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen them by the Stroll camp. They're pretty big, but by comparison for us, they're not.
Okay.
Don't you? What's that? Oh, it's like you lost some of the mystery. What's wrong with you?
Sudden lethal amounts of danger maybe took the edge off slightly. Put the edge
come
on.
on, you liked the danger, didn't you?
Slightly.
The whole point.
Slightly. I mean, okay.
Hey. Well, listen. It's not just. They came with the Stroll, but there's a fascination that I'd seen. They are mostly kept with, probably for those scales, but also they do generally like to flock around plants of some kind. So I have this feeling that this story might have some grounding in reality. I'm sure whatever ruby grape and where it came from, what it was, probably was flocked around by similar of those little creatures.
Okay.
But fire chickens? Fire ducks? What were they? I don't remember.
They sound dangerous. Listen, if we're going, we're taking Arcot.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. But if we go to the strong camp with Arcot hunting chickens, we might get in a lot of trouble. Better be careful.
Okay. We'll be careful. I quickly gathered up all of the pages. The plan seems to have worked perfectly. A dose of melancholia, followed by a call to adventure, exactly structured to maybe get Etete out of this house for the rest of the day, and me away from the rest of my work. A perfect plan. Her adventurous spirit seemed to bloom in front of me, smile returning, but I couldn't shake that sensation from earlier, a deep sense of melancholy that almost seemed to bore its way into the wood.
I leaped up, grabbed the bag and sashed it around, and pulled myself over, happy that Yaiyo might have a chance to take a break herself. As I reached over, and I placed a hand gently but firmly on the edge of her shroud. Okay, friend, ready to go?
Yeah, okay. Ready to go.
And so we departed on another one of our private little adventures, taking Arcot and finding a wonderful array of entirely separate topics than the ones we set out to find in the first place.
They say it's been too long. It's so nice to see you. You're a good friend of mine. So long farewell at you. No, I can't believe, oh no, not words from deep, but said in facsimile, yearning for that distant we. So I'm searching for near eternity, but I don't know where I should be. Love of branch, no family tree, no friends I have to see. An unfriendly propensity is my natural state to take flight in perpetuity, and so echo back